Welcome to the second part of this meshing tutorial.
Once after geometry cleanup is over, we need to check our model. So go to checks and then geometry, and then we need to check for single cons, cracks, overlap, all this. Since we have not performed a mesh, we should not check this. Okay, execute, and it has to say that the status is okay. Hide the tunnels, lock the model.
If I switch over to mesh module, it will show the symmetry face which is connected to the aircraft. You need to hide that.
Set the length as 255. There are some meshed faces, we will erase it. Okay, and set all the perimeters to initial. As we spoke earlier, we need to capture the curvature of the aircraft as much as possible. So I am going to use map mesh for the curvature regions. So in order to perform map mesh in a surface, if you take this surface as an example, now I am trying map mesh on this surface, it's not coming. So if I introduce a cut from here to here, it is working out. So for a map mesh to apply on the surface needs to be like rectangle shape. If it is square, it is perfect for map algorithm to run. Okay, I am going to introduce cut. See here the cut has not happened, so I am again touching it. Okay, delete the hot points, and while introducing cut, please be careful that in what view that you are viewing, the cut will happen with respect to that. Now this hard point is unwanted. Map mesh on these three. So these two are working out. Since these perimeters are in between, and that is not allowing the map mesh to run. So I am introducing a cut here also. Now map and select. See, now the map mesh has run, and here the mesh flow is not so good. So what we can do is from here to here. See, now the mesh flow is somewhat good, and introduce a cut like this. This we can treat like this. Okay, now in the same way we need to perform here. This cut is not straight. Align my view F4 so that I can be in a straight view from here to here. Now we can perform map on all these. Just rotate and examine how the mesh has been generated. See, here the flow is okay, but here in this region it's not good, so we need to refine that. From here to here, so cut is the major thing which will give the mesh enough good flow. Now this face went as unchecked, so Ctrl Z. No need to cut like that. Spot mesh, sorry, map mesh, regenerate this one. We can cut like this and set this into this PID. After that we can just join. So small adjustment only we have made, that will help us to generate a good mesh. Yes, now the flow is good. Likewise, here and all we need to have many cuts, because see, it is reducing 40, 17, 14, 12, 10. If the numbers reduces gradually, the flow also will be gradual. So 10 to 4. So here we need a cut. But this is not the right way. Now map mesh and visible. Now it is somewhat okay. Here if you see, there are some cons which we need to join. and we need to delete this hard point and this hard point as well as this one. Now map visible. Here you can use spot mesh because you cannot go for map at all the places. It is very triangle, so you can capture like this only. Okay, then cut from here to here. I think cut is not came in the way that I expected, so I just join this and delete the hard point. Want to cut from here to now spot mesh, select. I am selecting all the regions where there is mesh, it won't disturb. Which are the surfaces which are not having mesh, that only will be disturbed because I have used the just select option. If I selected the regenerate, it will disturb. So here we need a cut from here to here. Here to here. Sorry. Now you can go for map and regenerate this one. Also keep in mind that we are modeling it for fluent and 0.6. Okay, and hidden mode you make it as on so that all the elements which are failing you can see. See here the door is failing because of the skewness issue. So we cannot adjust this, so I am just joining the inner peripheries and also I am deleting the inner hard points. Now doing map mesh, select this one. Okay, it has performed, but here the map mesh is not good, so I'm going to cut. Okay, now we have a good mesh flow here and we don't need any cuts here after. Sorry, control Z, map mesh and select and then spot mesh and regenerate only this region. And here we have some issues with the element, so I am just modifying this PID a little bit. I cannot join this and this because both are in different PID, so I am set this PID, not by entity. I want to set this to this PID and I want to join. After that I am going to mesh and spot mesh and regenerate. Good. Now we have captured the geometry and we need to see here. I will perform a cut from here to here. So there the skewness is coming, so I want to avoid that and I need to delete the hard point also. I need to cut from here to here, also from here to here, and I need to join this, but here also the same scenario arises. So I need to join this with this PID, so both at this one. Okay, now we can go to here and we can simply join and we can delete these hard points. Now we can run our map mesh on this one. So we need to provide some cuts which will give us some flow. I think here we need to give sparseness and just select. It will result in skew. Okay, then what we can do is from here to here we can cut and sparseness, select both these. So in this way we can avoid the quality criteria issues, and here to here we provide a cut, here also. Okay, now map visible. Here we have an issue because these two are not merging. We cannot merge it also. Okay, then we can adjust this one, spot mesh and regenerate. Cut this from here and map, regenerate only this face. Now I think we can perform a cut. We cannot avoid this also. Simply I will do like this. I need to spot mesh. Okay, here we can decrease a number and we can simply avoid that. Whenever we use numbers, we should not decrease it by more than 1. Earlier it was 6, so just I reduced to 5. I may do it for 7 also, I may increase 1, but we should not increase drastically. So map, regenerate. Now that region is so good, but here we need to adjust the mesh. Okay, somewhat front portion is over. We can go up to here. Just delete the hard points and map visible. Oh, I run for entire spot mesh. Select only for this region. Here you can use project cut. Go to project cut. Now cut from here to here. Map and then regenerate. This region is okay, but here you cannot adjust here after. If you want to do, you have to cut. Here it is very near to it, so simply spot mesh this one. And here also it is very near. One thing we can do, which is move surface, grids, move surface slightly. By moving we can avoid skewness by that. So we have 981 of elements, but nothing is in the front region, so all are in somewhere, which we will erase now. See, we don't have any off elements, only 5677 elements are there, and that are also in the quality criteria which we repair. See how we performed topo.